Ants have 6 legs. Elena and Andre write equations showing the proportional relationship between the number of ants, A, to the number of ant legs, L. Elena writes A equals 6 times L, and Andre writes L equals 1/6 times A. Do you agree with either of the equations? So when I started to think about this, I set this up a little bit differently. I said that if I took the number of ants and I multiplied it by 6, which is the number of legs per each ant, that would give me the total number of ant legs. So my equation is L equals 6 times A. And that means that when I looked at the equations that were offered, Elena's was A equals 6 times L, and Andre's was L equals 1/6 times A. Neither of those is right. So I can definitely tell that Andre's is wrong because it should be 6, which is the number of legs per ant, times the number of ants. So I know that his is wrong. And then I know that the other one is wrong. Sometimes we can reverse an equation. So we could say, all right, what if we wanted to start with A equals, and if we did that, we would solve on both sides by dividing by 6, and I would have A equals 1/6 times the number of legs, and that would tell me how many ants I had. But if I use the equation that Elena wrote, she's taking the number of legs and multiplying by 6, and that doesn't tell her the number of ants. So both of the equations are wrong. If you picked both are correct, I think what you were thinking about was that you can create 2 correct proportional relationships. And so I'm glad that you know that. But you did have to make sure that you started off with one that was correct, like this one, before you built another one. And I think that's where things went wrong.